It's the 3rd of July. Welcome back to the Onion Garden, Chicago. Ringve Botanical Gardens in Trondheim in Norway. And we're now going into the period when what I call the Chicago onion, or nodding onion in North America, Allium cernuum, which is the most widespread onion in North America, one of the really most beautiful species with many different forms. There's this lovely one here. There's one that's not come out yet. This is a nodding onion from the coast of Oregon. You can see the nodding flowers there. This is from my friend Alan Kapuler, who unfortunately died this year. So his legacy is in the garden. Allium canadensis, and we have a number of rooftop onions which were traditionally grown on turf roofs in Norway, mainly in the Gudbrandsdal Valley between Oslo and Trondheim. This is one of them. Very different, has a different origin, is younger, only been on a roof since the 1930s. Very tall, much later than this one here, which is from Sel municipality. Nordre Yates-Eden is the name of this one. A lovely one, dwarf, a lighter green colour to it, and divides much more quickly than this one here, which generally tends to die back in the summer. Moving on, you can see a very nice species from China in the Himalaya. This is Allium cyathophorum, some species cyathophorum, fairly uncommon. The other subspecies Ferrari is much commoner. This is the here we have Allium hymenerism, one of the tallest onions in the garden. Lovely, I use this a lot in the springtime. Another lovely floriferous Allium cernuum, nodding onion. Prærieløk in North America, and next to it is a white flowered form, which is just about to bloom for fall. Another one at the back there. We have about 15-20 accessions of Allium cernuum in the garden. This is a lovely one here, Allium insubricum from southern Europe, from the Alps. And this one here is an allium from California, Allium validum, which I call Pacific onion, one of the important food plants of the Native Americans in California, in the higher areas at least. Scattered around we'll see these lovely sand leeks, which I believe is the original garlic. Prærieløk in Norway. Geir is a boy's name, and actually means a spear. It's very long and spear-like. There it goes. And what else have we got for you? Lots of, this is ramps from North America, which is just coming into flower. Leaves come out first and then the flowers come later in the season. Very important food plant again in North America. Yeah, this is a lovely blue flowered Allium caeruleum from Asia. Just coming into flower. This is a bulbiferous form, lots of bulbils. The big onions in the centre there is Allium I from the Himalaya, which is just about coming into flower. It's in a week or so. Very early this year in the warm early summer we've had. This is a Allium senescens, just coming into flower too. Behind it is a fistulosum, Welsh onion, prærieløk in Norwegian. Another hymenarism, a tall onion. We have garlic, one of the curly whirly garlic forms, serpent garlic. Allium sativum. We have a number of accessions of Allium sativum. Sorry, not sativum, Allium victorialis, Victoria onion, which is a very widespread onion in nature, all the way from the Pyrenees to Japan and Korea, and has recently been subdivided into 5 different species. This one here we can see is very different, very light green to this one at the end here, which is one of the Norwegian accessions. More fistulosum, Welsh onions. You can see the tops of the Egyptian onion, or actually Kapuler onion. It originates from the Kapuler research station in New York State in the 1870s, crossed deliberately between Allium cepa and Allium fistulosum. And then at the back we have this very tall onion, which I call tower onion, Allium scamense, from again from West Asia, West Siberia. Very hardy onion, which is one of the parents of this amazing floriferous, very quick growing hybrid between the latter scamense and Welsh onion fistulosum, which I call Wietz's onion, after the Dutch onion farmer who crossed it, and particularly absolutely loved, adored by the bumblebees, absolutely crawling over it in this rather inactive, because it's quite cold today, probably about 13-15 degrees centigrade, but they're still quite happy. An amazing plant. We have another, it's kind of almost red flowered, also in approaching seed, red flowered accession of Allium victorialis from Japan, about years ago. This is Allium carolinianum from the Himalaya. And what else? The Allium molly is almost over now, the yellow flowered, one of the several yellow flowered species in the garden here. Oh, and there's this lovely blue flowered Allium here, Allium which I believe is Allium cesium. Lovely species. Yeah. Another victorialis. Today I've spent the whole of today deadheading the chives, Allium schoenoprasum, which is the first of the onions to reach the seed stage. We cut them back to stop them spilling seed everywhere, because we want to maintain the genetics of the original plants, and the seedlings would have been a cross of many different forms. This is Allium douglasii, Douglas's onion from California, almost in seed as well. And yeah, it's this lovely, one of the lovely dwarf white forms of cernuum, nodding onion. What else can I show you? One of the Chinese hybrid onion, which is rather pretty. I haven't quite determined which species this is. Otherwise we have Allium galanthum, which is a fistulosum close relative, which comes into flower after the fistulosums have finished, much to the joy of the pollinators, which love it. This is Allium rotundum, nice compact beautiful flower heads on that one. This is one of the later flowering Cernoprasum or relatives. Could be a closely related species. Next to it we have this lovely, one of the few variegated onions, Allium ovalifolium, leuconervum. One of the several accessions of Allium flavum, yellow flowered, it's just appearing here. From southwest Europe, another Cernoprasum, very vigorous. This is Allium ramosum, possibly the wild ancestor of Allium tuberosum, Chinese chives, but very different. Flowers are much more campanulate, and it's also a much earlier flowering species than tuberosum. Some of the one of stipitatum, I think, or the Turkish Persian shallot, one of several accessions of that in the garden. This is Allium maximovixii, a very close relation to chives. This is a white flowered accession. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Again, a lovely vigorous Victorialis here. Oh, and last but not least, this Allium nutans from Siberia, which has these nodding, Siberian nodding onion, we can call it, which is very robust, collected by the Swedish author Lena Israelsson. And not to forget this lovely species here, Allium lencaronacum. Okay, thanks.